hip, hip, hip. Hey, what's up everybody? The Fish Tank Guy here, and welcome to the second part of my Pico Reef series. Today I'm going to be talking about sand, rock, why I chose what I chose, and what you need to do with it before you put it into your aquarium. So for this particular build, I chose both dry sand and dry rock. There are a couple advantages to going this route and a couple disadvantages. The first advantage is cost. Usually dry sand and rock is much cheaper than live sand and live rock. For example, that bag of sand was roughly $9 for 10 pounds, and live sand would probably be twice that. Same goes with the rock here. Now, another benefit of choosing dry over live, especially when it comes to the rock, is you're not going to get any unwanted pests or hitchhikers in your rock when it is dry. So that is another advantage. A disadvantage, however, is it will usually take your tank a little bit longer to cycle because you won't have that established bacteria in your system. So for another disadvantage, you're going to have to clean your sand out a whole lot, which is what I'm going to show you how to do now. I've actually poured some of the sand out into this bucket here. You need a bucket, and some people insist on using RODI water. I don't think you have to. I just use tap water, and I think everything will be fine. So I will show you what to look for when you're cleaning your sand. You don't just want to rinse it out once. You want to rinse it out many times, especially if you buy cheaper sand like I did. It's usually pretty dirty. So let's take a look at what the sand looks like in the bucket on the first rinse. So as you can see, the water is cloudy, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to stir up the sand quite a bit. And you'll see, wow, the water is completely dirty. You can't even see the sand anymore. And what you're going to do through the magic of video editing, I will take you through the rinse and drain cycle numerous times here to show you what the water will look like after multiple rinsings. But you want to be able to mix up your sand quite a bit every time that you put new water into the bucket. And after you mix up the sand, if the water still remains clear for the most part, you're probably good. But if you mix it up and the water turns dirty, you're going to want to rinse it again. The cleaner you get the sand, the better. So take your time. It might take quite a few rinses. As I said, it depends on the sand that you purchased, and then go from there. So when it comes to the rock, the nice thing about dry rock is you really don't have to do anything with it. You can just put it in the tank as is. Some people like to put it in a bucket by itself to let phosphates leach out of the rocks and things like that. But when you're starting a new aquarium and cycling it from scratch, I don't really think it's worth it. So you're basically just going to clean out your sand, pour it in your tank, and put your rock in, and then we'll be ready for our next steps. So let's take a look at what it looks like via the magic of video editing. Here we go. As you can see, I now have my sand and my rock in place in the aquarium. You'll also notice a small amount of water on the bottom. That just makes leveling out the sand a lot easier. In terms of aquascaping, it's really all up to you, your creativity, and what you think looks good. Some people choose to stack their rocks on top of each other, while others go with a more island type approach and keep their rocks separate like I did here. Well, once again, I'm the Fish Tank Guy. I would like to thank you for checking out my channel, checking out this video, and if you have any comments, feedback, opinions, please leave them in the comments section below. Until a future Fish Tank Guy video, I will see you guys soon.